Stop everything you're doing right now. I need you to listen carefully, because what is about to be revealed here on this channel will leave you absolutely stunned. Something is happening behind the scenes involving the Dallas Cowboys that the mainstream media still doesn't know how to explain, and that the most passionate fans of this franchise need to know right now before anyone else. If you're here watching this video at this exact moment, you're in the right place at the right time, because here you discover what nobody else shows. But before anything else, let me ask you something. Do you really think you know everything about your team? Do you truly believe you know what's going on inside the home of one of the biggest stars in football today? Because let me tell you something, what I'm about to reveal today will change the way you look at this Cowboy season. And if you're not subscribed to this channel yet, do it now and turn on the notification bell too, because this is where the bombs drop first. There's no fluff here, no beating around the bush, no nonsense. Here, you get hot information before everyone else. Now, answer me this. When was the last time a piece of news about the Cowboys left you speechless? When was the last time you looked at your phone screen and froze, unable to believe what you were reading? Because that's exactly what's happening to fans of this franchise right now, this morning, as the football world tries to process what has just come to light. Some people are crying, some are angry, some are in complete shock. And there's one word on the lips of everyone who closely follows the Cowboys: unbelievable. Think about it. We're right in the middle of the preseason. Teams are preparing, athletes are on the field, sweat is pouring, and concentration is at its peak. It's the most delicate time of the year for any player. It's when one mistake can cost everything. It's when one distraction can change the course of an entire career. And it's precisely at this moment that something happens that nobody expected, something nobody has told you about yet, something that's going to make this video explode over the next few minutes. Keep watching, because the revelation is coming, and it's a big one, a very big one. Let me give you a hint about what's coming. Imagine a name that anyone who knows even the slightest bit of football recognizes immediately. A player who, on the field, is practically untouchable, who makes entire defenses suffer, who keeps the Dallas Cowboys at the top of the conversation every single week. A guy who, whenever he catches the ball, makes the entire stadium hold its breath. Now imagine that same guy, off the field, going through something that no athlete should ever have to experience. A situation involving vulnerability, loss, and a feeling of violation that goes far beyond material possessions. Because there are things money cannot replace. There are things that once they're gone, leave a mark that stays with you. And do you know what's most shocking about all of this? While this guy was giving everything he had for the team, while he was sacrificing his body and mind through intense training sessions, someone was taking advantage of that exact absence. Someone saw an opportunity. Someone acted in the shadows, coldly and calculatedly, while the cameras were pointed in another direction. It's the kind of thing that makes you question everything, that makes you realize how no one, absolutely no one, is completely safe, not even the biggest stars in the most popular sport on the planet. But before I drop the main bombshell, do me a favor, hit the like button right now. You can do it right now while you're here, anxious, curious, with that nervous feeling of someone who knows the revelation is coming. That like tells the algorithm that this channel deserves to be seen by more people, and that's how we reach places nobody else does. And if you want to be the first to know when the next bombshell drops, subscribe and turn on the notification bell too, because here the news arrives first. All right, now you're ready, because what comes next is total shock. CeeDee Lamb, the star wide receiver of the Dallas Cowboys, the man who has become a symbol of a generation, who carries the hopes of millions of fans of the star on his shoulders, had his home broken into and robbed. Revealed now, while he was at the Cowboys training camp in California, completely focused on preparations for the new season, someone entered his residence in Fairview, Texas, and stole more than $300,000 worth of personal belongings. $300,000. You read that correctly. And it wasn't electronics and it wasn't cash. It was luxury handbags, 4 of them, as well as other high-value items that were part of the private life of one of the biggest names in football today. And do you know what's even more disturbing about all of this? The Fairview Police Department confirmed that the evidence indicates a single suspect entered and exited through a window. One individual, someone cold-blooded enough to break into a celebrity's home, search through the rooms, and disappear without leaving enough evidence for an immediate arrest. Police are urgently working to identify the suspect, but so far, no one has been arrested. The investigation is racing against the clock. And the timing of this is devastating. CeeDee Lamb was exactly where he was supposed to be at the Cowboys training camp in California, sweating, training, and preparing for the season. It was a time of maximum dedication, maximum focus, and maximum commitment to the team. And it was precisely that absence, that commitment to the sport, that left him vulnerable at home. It's cruel, it's unfair, and it's real. The Cowboys were contacted by the press and declined to comment on the case. CeeDee Lamb's team had also not commented as of the time this news was published. The silence is deafening, and that silence says a lot about the weight of what happened. Last-minute change in the context of this story. This incident is not an isolated case. Last month, the home of Saquon Barkley, the Philadelphia Eagles running back, was broken into while he and his family were inside. Inside. The level of boldness is escalating, and the NFL had already issued previous warnings to players about the risks of sharing information on social media in real time, the need for strong security systems, and keeping high-value possessions out of public view. But what nobody told you is that even with all these precautions, NFL stars continued to be targets with names, addresses, and public schedules. What's really behind all of this? Is there an organized network monitoring athletes? Are these opportunists studying routines and taking advantage of windows of absence? The fact that 2 players from different teams in different states were targeted within a few weeks of each other cannot be a coincidence. And as the investigation moves forward, the feeling that remains is that NFL athletes are being watched in a way that goes far beyond the field. CeeDee Lamb lost more than $300,000 in material possessions, but the real loss goes beyond that. It's the feeling that the place where you're supposed to be safest, your own home, has been violated. It's knowing that while you were giving everything you had for your team, someone was inside your private life, touching your belongings and taking what was yours. That has no price. That cannot simply be replaced. And now, as the season approaches, while CeeDee Lamb will need all of his concentration, all of his energy, and all of his focus to return to being the monster he is on the field, he'll also have to deal with a wound that won't appear on medical reports, but that weighs on you, weighs heavily. The question I leave you with, since you've stayed until the end of this video because you know it's worth it, do you think the NFL will take concrete measures to protect its athletes off the field? Has the time come for franchises to take responsibility for their players' well-being beyond the 4 lines? And more importantly, do you think CeeDee Lamb will be able to put this behind him and deliver the season Cowboys fans are hoping for? Leave your answer in the comments. I read everything. And if you made it this far and still haven't hit the like button, now is the time. This simple gesture helps this channel continue bringing you the news that the mainstream media is slow to show, the stories that happen behind the cameras, and the behind-the-scenes details nobody talks about. Share this with that Cowboys fan friend who needs to know about this right now, because here, the star never goes dark.